Eboni, your thoughts on this constant pushback from the establishment to take down Donald Trump?
Yeah, certainly. This is something that's going to put them definitely in a precarious situation, Maria. So far, though, you know, we have Mitch McConnell saying devoutly there's going to be no consideration whatsoever on this nominee. But at least 2 Republican senators have already come out and said they indeed are willing to meet with Judge Garland and consider him. You've got Mark Kirk from Illinois, who just so happens to have President Obama's former United States Senate seat, and you've got Susan Collins from Maine, excuse me, rather. So both of those Republican senators so far breaking rank. We will see if more will follow.
Elizabeth, I mean, we knew that the Senate was not going to, you know, take any hearing on this going into it, but the president came out with this nominee anyway. What's your take on how this plays out?
Well, the president, you know, he would need at least a dozen or so Republicans to break ranks, and I don't think we're going to see that. The Senate has been firm in saying, the Senate Republicans, that is, have been firm in saying that they're not going to schedule hearings and they're not going to schedule a vote on this nominee.
Yeah, but he's still meeting with people, Dagan. I mean, he's setting up meetings in Washington with senators right now.
The president is trying to set up the Republicans and make them appear to be unreasonable,
right,
that they won't hold hearings and won't vote on this. And the Wall Street Journal, in the editorial page, points out today, if you have Republicans who are worried about their seats and they want to vote in a lame duck session, they can just wait until after the election, and if Hillary Clinton wins, then you can vote for this guy. But again, if you go back through his record, he has been very liberal and would likely vote with the liberal justices on the issues before the court, particularly when it comes to the Second Amendment. The Journal looked at that, and then deferring to the administrative powers of, like, the EPA. There's no reason to think that he would not vote with the liberals sitting on the court today.
Yeah, Obama said that he's centrist.
Well, respectfully, though, I mean, there is much respect, and he was approved, let's not forget, in 1997, overwhelmingly by the Senate, 73 to 20-something, so there's certainly been historical precedent for bipartisan support for this judge.
But if you're replacing Justice Antonin Scalia, and you're a Republican and you're a conservative sitting in the Senate today, I don't know how that you could vote in favor of this justice and think that he would be a, quote, replacement.
Yeah, it doesn't replace who Antonin Scalia was.
That's right, but also there's not really a mandate, you know, constitutionally, that be the precedent. You don't have to replace ideologically the justice that the vacancy is for.
Well, of course not. Let me throw this out there. You know, Republicans are saying we're going to push this back till after the election. Trump's the front runner now. Let's say we're looking at President Trump next January. How confident is the establishment that Trump is going to actually nominate candidates that are going to have the GOP platform in their mind in terms of Second Amendment, Roe v. Wade, other issues like that?
Yeah,
Steve pointed out to me earlier that, you know, Trump has said, I'm going to pick a candidate that's like Justice Scalia. How confident is the GOP establishment about that?
Yeah, how confident is the GOP that Trump constitutionally understands the fundamentals of Justice Antonin Scalia? And then the other one is still a risk, right? To your point, you know, that's if Trump wins. Hillary Clinton could win the election, and certainly we can have a great idea as to how liberal a justice she would nominate would be.
What about that, Elizabeth?
I mean, that's definitely a gamble that the Senate Republicans are taking. You know, rather than go with the devil, you know, they're going to wait and see what happens with the election in November. But I think it's important that the American people have a voice in this process by getting to choose the next president.
Yeah, you would think so, given that we're just a few months away from the next election.